has been many moons since I have done a video with tips and tricks on the vintage style. And I missed it, so here we are. I do want to preface this by saying I am no master of anything, especially vintage style. I am no fashion guru, but I have been dressing in this style for 4 to 5 years now, so I got some knowledge up in here that I want to pass forth to you. Knowledge. I also want to preface this by saying there are no rules. I get a lot of people saying, can I do this? Or like, what if I did this? Is that okay? Dress how you like. And if you do want to be very strict in your rules and guidelines, then do that too. You do you, as they say. I do get a lot of questions about people that want to dress vintage, but a more subtle vintage, which I totally understand. A lot of times with vintage, sometimes it can feel like you're in costume, especially if you're new to it. Sometimes that can make people a little bit self-conscious, especially if you're in environments like work or school, stuff like that, where you don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. Ouch. So I thought I would give you some tips and tricks on how to do said thing. Let's do it. So a huge tip for me when you want to simplify the look is a button-up blouse or shirt with a skirt. I know that sounds very obvious, but if anyone is going to give you the obvious information that you already know, it's me. I will say I think a button-up shirt and a skirt is one of my go-tos for when I'm just not feeling 100%. Excuse me, sir. You giving me the cold shoulder? And that being said, there are so many different options you can have within that button-up shirt skirt combo. Out of all vintage style pieces of clothing, button-up shirts are usually the most available modern day things that you can schmooze into being vintage, which is my favorite thing to do. A lot of my shirts are just from the thrift store and are completely modern, but you would be amazed when you put a skirt on it how much it looks like it is vintage. Which, in my video, Faking Vintage, a lot of people pointed that out. They were basically like, so just add a skirt? Yeah. Which leads me into my second tip. Get some skirts. Personally, when I think of a more office type style, I think of pencil skirts. Which, when it comes to skirt styles, that is widely more available than circle skirts at modern day stores. And again, like I said in the beginning, there are no rules, but I do think that pencil skirts are a great way to bridge that line of modern and vintage. So for instance, here's the same outfit, but with a pencil skirt versus a circle skirt. It's really up to your preference of what you want. Personally, for me, I don't wear too many pencil skirts just because I'm not a huge fan of how I look in them. And circle skirts to me can be a lot more comfortable. But again, no rules. Do what you want. The next big topic I want to discuss is dresses. Now, as you'll notice, I led off with shirts and skirts. Because for me, I think sometimes dresses, while I love them dearly, may come across to some people as more of a costume and are a little bit less subtle than just a skirt and shirt. If you want to wear a dress but you don't want to seem very costumey, I say go for solids and patterns that aren't super loud. There are definitely dresses that are amazing and colorful, but if that's not what you want in your office or school environment, or if you're just starting out and don't want people to be looking at you like, then stay basic. Trust me, you will still get tons of compliments. People freaking love dresses. Now, the next tip I want to talk about is Trousers. Trousers are a girl's best friend. When it comes to office attire or school attire or beginners, trousers are... Now, I've gotten a few questions on where I get my trousers. That varies. And I will say that you would be surprised how awesome 80s pants or 90s pants are when passing for vintage. But I also will say, be careful with that. I don't pay attention to the length of 80s and 90s pants all that much because when I do buy those, I am mostly thinking about covering the bottom half with my boots. So that is a thing to be conscious of. Then again, I am 5'9", so I'm a little bit on the taller side, so it's quite natural that pants are not going to reach all the way down to my ankles. So if you're shorter, they may work awesome for you. If not, pay attention to the pant length if you are either trying them on or ordering them online. But honestly, when it comes to trousers, do not be afraid of vintage reproduction companies. A lot of my trousers are from Collectif. So the next big topic is makeup. You know your girl loves a cat eye, but this is not necessarily historically accurate. Do I care? No. Especially in the 40s, a lot of people didn't wear cat eye and they just wore mascara. This is kind of my go-to look for most of the work week, mainly because my eyeliner is expensive and I don't want to waste that shit. But also I just like the way that it makes my lipstick pop and it saves me some time in the morning, so. And the last tip that I want to go over is hair. In some ways, hair can make or break a vintage outfit. Again, there are no rules, but you'd be surprised how much more vintage you can make an outfit with just some curly hair or a vintage updo. That being said, there are days where I just don't feel like curling my hair. But fear not, there are many vintage styles that are super simple and you can do while you're running late in the morning. So some of the go-to hairstyles that I like to do when I don't feel like curling my hair are a simple ponytail with a front roll, and you can even add a scarf or a little ribbon or a bow. And then another one is the milkmaid braids that I showed in a couple of videos now. And they are a lifesaver when your hair just does not feel like cooperating with pretty much anything else. And another style is a little Gibson roll tuck, which you may have seen in my first video ever. One more style that I forgot to mention is this little snood thing that I found on eBay, which is super easy, and 10 points if you put it on lopsided like I just did. So that is my knowledge. I hope that you nurture it and take care of it well, or immediately forget it after you click out of this video. I don't know. Let me know if you liked this type of video and if it was helpful in any way. And also, if you like this kind of video, you can subscribe to my channel. I hate doing that, but sometimes people forget, so don't forget if you want to. And if not, then don't worry about it. Alright guys, I love you all so very much, whether you're new or old to this channel. I will see you in the next video. Bye! Oh, I was really far away when I tried to do that. I got a monitor now. Want to see something trippy? I would show you, tell you, both. I don't know. Whew, it's hot in here. Where am I going? What is my... And on the subject of buttons up, bottom half with my boots. Excuse me, air conditioner, I don't want you. Nobody wants you. Oh! Also another... Nah. Come here, baby. Come on. No? He thought about it and then he was like, no.
Mr. Conductor, just to show that I am right, now let her go.